TOA Fit Body Boot Camp Fit Body Forever Communities. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Robert Linkle, trainingtheolderadult.com. I hope you're all doing great. Wanted to get on here today and talk to you about a tribute workout that I just completed. And man, it was challenging. This was the Granite Mountain Hot Shots. This is a tribute to the 11th anniversary of their passing. If you don't know the story about them, let me give them a proper zoom in here so you can see the team. Remembering the fallen, the 19 men were members of the Granite Mountain Interagency Hotshot crew hosted by the Prescott Fire Department. And there's a movie called Only the Brave, which is based on true events movie about the Hot Shots here, the Granite Mountain Hot Shots. And basically they are a deuce crew. I don't know if I'm using proper terminology, but they're basically not frontline. The Hot Shots are, again, it's not my area of expertise by any means, but Hot Shot fire crews basically are the ones that engage the fire directly, is my understanding. So like they're on the front line, you know, battling the fire, and then they're deucers and some other terms they use in the movies, and the little bit of experience I've had out in wildlife fire, being out there with a crew. There are others that, you know, they cut lines and they drop fall trees, and they get rid of fuel basically in an attempt to do burns that will engage the fire as it comes in. And if it enters an area that's already burned, then it burns out. And they'll cut a line beyond that so the fire that they start can't continue because it's too big of a gap, etc. So they basically fight fire with fire, and eventually it kind of extinguishes itself. Well, these guys are the ones that will like helicopter in and basically engage the fire there directly. So it's a great movie. Josh Borland is the lead character, nickname Soup, but that is Eric Marsh. And then you'll recognize Tyler Kirsch and quite a few other. Jim Street from SWAT is in there. A great, Goose from, not Goose, Goose's son from the new Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. Miles Teller, thank you. Miles Teller's in it. Great film. 2017, I think they made it. Anyhow, just so happened we're flying back from Cleveland on Sunday. And as I'm going through, I'm like, I want to watch that one. And Keegan goes, why do you want to watch that? You get super emotional and you cry every time you watch this movie. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of drawn to it. So I'm watching the movie, movie ends, the flight attendant asks me if I'm okay, because I'm literally bawling every time I watch this movie. I've seen it 30 times. I cry my fucking eyes out at the end of it. And she and I have a good talk about valuing life and recognizing, you know, how blessed we are to have each other. And it just, movies like this kind of put you in a mindset of, man, I should really put things in perspective. Like, loss is a terrible thing. Losing the one that you love the most, or one of the most valuable people in your life, is extremely damaging. And then this is like 19 of them. So all the families and the whole community, and then the one lone survivor, which is the Miles Teller character. He's the lone survivor. He was the lookout who happened to be on like the other side of where they got caught during this fire. And the entire crew, you know, not to ruin it for you, but the entire crew goes, okay? So 11 years later, I'm on Facebook and I see, somebody did in honor of Granite Mountain Memorial. And I went, I just watched that. So it got me thinking, when did that happen? And it happened on June 30th, which was Sunday, the day that I watched the movie. So it was just crazy that just happened to be the movie out of, I have literally 600 movies in my library on Vudu/Fandango. So out of all those, I picked this movie on the anniversary of that event, and then I discover the workout, which I don't know how long they've been doing it, but obviously it's been a while. So here is the original way to do this, like the prescribed way to do the workout is 30 air squats, That means no weight, and you're squatting to parallel, good full range of motion, your best squat. They want you to use, and by they, I mean whoever created this, I got it from workoutoftheday.com. So they want you to use a barbell to do power cleans from the knees to your shoulders and just rep them out as quick as you can. And they have prescribed loads that people do, but with my shoulders and my wrists and everything else, I can't do barbell work anymore. So I did fat bells, as you see here. They're my fat bells. And so I did 19 of those, or in this case, you would prescribe 19 of these. And ideally, you would do them unbroken, meaning you don't stop. Then you have 7 chin-ups, full range of motion from, or I'll show you the alternatives here in a moment. And then you have a 400-meter run. And this could be, a loop around the track or 200 out, 200 back, whatever you want. So we put in there as well a 200-meter a 2-minute ski erg, based on the idea that, the average individual that runs decent-ish can do 400 meters in about 2 minutes. Mind you, the world record in the 400 meters is like 43 seconds. So if you double that, that's like a minute 25. So we add another 30 seconds because we're nowhere near world elite level athletes, or at least I'm not. And so I'm like, okay, 2 minutes to run around the track once. I think that's reasonable. And we're going to do that 6 times. So in my world, I'm like, if they're going to be running for 2 minutes, I'm going to ski erg for 2 minutes and just see how many meters I can get. So that brings us to our modified version that we did in-house, the 30 air squats, the 19 power cleans, 7 full range of motion chin-ups, or 14 inverted rows. And I got as inverted as possible to perform that. So 14 of those, and again, ideally unbroken. And then 400-meter run on the treadmill or outside, or you do an 800-meter ski erg. And or this is ultimately the one that I ended up doing because of all my modifications. I'm just trimming it down for you so you can see exactly how we did it. 30 air squats, 19 power cleans, 14 inverted rows, 2-minute ski erg. And that ski erg, I went for max distance every time and wanted at minimum 400 meters. So the first one I do, round 1, I go out way too fast. All 30 air squats for all 6 rounds, unbroken. Very happy about that. That's by far the easiest part of the whole workout. And after the ski erg, it's a challenge to get back into squatting. I got a sip of water and this slow kind of rhythm got back into the squats. I'll show you the time lapse here in just a second. And then it's so fast, like the whole thing, my whole time lapse, it took 34 minutes for the workout and the time lapse is literally 20 seconds. So let's see, we had 38 minutes from start to finish on my timer. That included laying down for a while. I had 439 calories. And then my heart rate, I was in zone 1 for 12, zone 2 for 12, zone 3 for 11, zone 4 for 3 minutes. So I had some pretty big spikes, and all my zone 4s were on the sprints. You can see the sprint time intervals, all the sprints on the ski erg. I really spiked it up high. Averaged 135 the entire workout. And again, this is based off of a wristwatch, so I think accuracy-wise, it was probably a little bit more, would be my guess. I don't think I spent 12 minutes in zone 1. I think all of those are probably off by a zone, if I had to kind of guess anyway. So first 30 air squats, piece of cake. Cleans, I'm good at cleans. I'm comfortable with those. I used a solid weight where 19 was a challenge, but I did them all unbroken. Inverted rows were the hardest for me. And I could basically do 8 to 10 nonstop, and then I would have to do kind of a muscular hang. I never stopped, I never came off the implement, but I would have to break for a second, hold at full extension for about 5 seconds, do a rep, hold, do a rep, hold. So basically I'd get 8 to 10, and then the last 4, 5, 6 reps, I would kind of single out until I got them done. And then onto the ski erg. So my strategy on the ski erg was I wanted a pull every other second. So ideally I would get 75 to 80 pulls every 2 minutes. And I wanted to see what kind of average distance I could get. So I did 575 on the first one. And then I did a whole bunch of 490, 494s, 497s. I was just under 500 for the next 4. And then the last one I did 592. Like I knew I was done, so I just gassed it. So started too high, maintained pretty good through the middle, and then finished high. And then laid on the ground for 2 or 3 minutes recovering. It was good. It was really challenging. And in honor of the whole thing, of course, I had the movie on in the background. So here is me air squatting, cleaning, rowing, skirging. Air squatting, cleaning, rowing, skirging. And so just working through, time lapses are quite fast, but you'll be able to see all. There's number 5, there's 6, there's me laying down, suffering, thumbs up. Yep. So that's the whole thing. It went pretty quick. 34 minutes of actual activity, 38 minutes altogether. And then their goal on the WOD workout, it showed, let's see, should be able to complete it in 42 minutes is kind of the standard. But again, that's with running, that's with barbell cleaning, that's with strict pull-ups, not, inverted rows, etc. So modified operations, can't really tell you exactly what we should have been doing or what would be a good range, but I think 6 rounds in 30 to 40 minutes is very reasonable. And I did take some pretty solid recovery opportunities in there, 35, 40 seconds at the end of each round, get my breath, get some water, and then get back into the squats as it progressed. Like first 10, I would kind of cruise and then a little faster, and then I'd pick up. And everything I tried to do that, have these little spikes within spikes. So I should have had 6 buildups, right, with each round. But within each round, I had little undulations with every exercise where I kind of started easier and got a little harder, got a little harder, got a little harder, got a little harder, all 4. And then those are all kind of independent. So solid workout. It was an honor to be able to do it. Thinking of these individuals. And one more time, we'll throw everybody's face and name up there so you can see them. I really encourage you to go watch the movie if you haven't watched that movie. Only the Brave, Josh Boylan, Jennifer Connelly, Miles Teller, who else? Jeff Bridges is in it. He's one of the lead guys. Only the Brave. There it is. And yeah, I mean, just a great film. Miles Teller, Alex Russell, Taylor Kirsch, Ben Hardy, Thad Luckenbill, Jennifer Connelly, Andy McDowell's in it. And man, emotional. Yeah, 2017. And strange, $38 million to make it, only made $26 million. So financially, it was not a hit. But I mean, I don't understand why not. It's a fantastic movie. I mean, just fantastic. So well filmed. The special effects are great. Everything through. I mean, I am a movie connoisseur, and this was a good film, and just super emotional. Connelly gives a great performance. Her and Josh Boylan are a couple, and they have some blow ups and some emotional fights and some reconnects. And Jeff Bridges is great. His breakdown at the end when he finds about everybody, and I mean, it's an emotional film. It's an emotional film, but it's good. These are films that I would have probably never even heard about, these individuals had I not saw the development of the film and all that kind of thing. Like, that's the purpose of these videos, these movies is so you can honor these people and tell their story and get it out to the rest of the world. So they know what happened, because we're kind of living in a society now where most people, I don't think, watch the news, and they're getting their information from somewhere. So anyhow, good workout, lots of modifications that you can make. I think pretty much anybody and everybody can do a variation of this workout. So any comments or questions, feel free to hit me up down below in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and like and share the video if you need to, and if you want to. And as always, please continue to fight your good fight against sarcopenia, Granite Mountain, and all the awesome firefighters and all of our emergency responders and everybody out there. You're not going to find bigger fans than my wife and I, our family. We love and appreciate you all so much. And from our local sheriffs, who we are very much so connected with, to our local fire department, who we're very much so connected with, and everybody in between. We love and appreciate you all. So thank you for the job that you do and the willingness to make that ultimate sacrifice, like these very, very proud and very awesome men, unfortunately, did for the better of these individuals in Arizona trying to save their homes, their property, their life, etc. So in honor of them, today we do this workout. Much love and appreciation to all of you. We'll talk to you next time. Take care.